An Oxford, Idaho Bigfoot early morning raid on a rancher's rabbits was thwarted. Greg writes RMSO. He provided the following photos, then states, "My uncle had one stalk his ranch in Oxford, Idaho in 1994. RMSO responds, "I know a lot of amateur researchers that would try to write these off because they're not at full stride and in a straight line. However, after years of tracking these creatures, they do not spend their lives walking at a brisk, full stride. When they have to cross clearings or other obstacles that will leave them exposed, they will square off like this from a place of cover until they feel comfortable and observe the area for threats before continuing on. Did anyone ever get a look at the creature?" Greg continues, "He said something was after his rabbits. About 3 a.m. the animal sounded off. After the second morning of hearing these noises, he found those tracks in the snow on the pavement and got these Polaroid photos. They didn't get a look at whatever it was that left the tracks, but it scared the bejesus out of them. His place was out by the mountain with no neighbors close by. He has since passed. The rest of the family will never forget. Clearly, a stalking walkway." RMSO asks, were they able to measure the tracks, lengths, or width, or estimate the size compared to their own shoe size? Greg responds, "I wish he would have thought of a size comparison. Big is all they indicated. The only reference I could attribute would be the size of the matrix in the pavement. The swipe in the snow to the right lower has me wonder of a possible hand swipe. These were the only photos he had." RMSO continues, "Tracking Bigfoot in the snow, we have seen where they swipe the snow with their feet from outside to inside. Have also seen where they put a hand or knuckles on the ground while going slow and sneaky. This one was being sneaky, it sounds like, coming onto a ranch of animals with people nearby in the ranch house, hoping to snatch a rabbit or more. He more than likely was crouched low with his big hand swiping the ground. I owned a couple of Polaroid cameras while growing up for when I wanted an instant photo. Most of the photography I used a 35mm camera, so I am familiar with the one focus shot you get with the Polaroid. These appear huge in length and width, and have a nice Bigfoot shape with Bigfoot dimensions. I would like to point out the famous Mink Creek Bigfoot video that was all over the national news, filmed in March of 2012, is less than 50 miles northwest of your uncle's ranch. We spend a lot of time in the beautiful state of Idaho investigating old and new Bigfoot sighting reports, along with Bigfoot videos in the area of this elusive creature. It's a Sasquatch sighting hotspot with a long, healthy history of reports, encounters, and sightings." A monstrous hominid in southern Idaho. I personally enjoy the history of Bigfoot sightings. They show that it isn't just some new fad or phenomena. It proves that these creatures, Bigfoot or Sasquatch if you will, have been around for a very long time. I think it's exciting to get a new Bigfoot sighting report or video of the creature captured on camera in an area that has also had a history of Bigfoot sightings. The amazing state of Idaho has a history of Sasquatch activity. Here is a little documentation of that history. The following report made it into the Deseret newspaper back in 1902. It was titled, "Human Monster in Southern Idaho." The newspaper article was put out in Salt Lake, Utah, January 27th. The Deseret News tonight prints the following special correspondence from Pocatello. A letter from Chesterfield, Idaho, January 14th, contains a startling rumor of having been visited by an 8-foot-tall, all-hair-covered human monster while a party of young people were skating on the Putnoof River in the field of John Gooch. The creature showed fight and flourished a large stick, and giving vent to a series of yells, attacked the skaters. But being slow of movement, they regained their wagons and got away in safety. The beast was at least 8 feet tall, covered with long reddish-brown hair. The face was hidden by immense bushy whiskers, and no part of the naked skin was to be seen except a small spot above the eyes. Measurements the following morning showed the tracks to measure 22 inches long by 7 broad, with imprint of only 4 toes. The stockmen report having seen similar tracks along the range of the West River. When last seen, the monster was trekking westward. The people feeling unsafe while the beast was at large, have sent 20 men on its trail to effect its capture, and of course, the creature was never seen again nor captured. I hope you guys enjoyed these Bigfoot sighting reports from a place that I deem a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. The beautiful, amazing state of Idaho is just a plethora of Bigfoot activity. We have been on dozens and dozens of Bigfoot expeditions over the years, following up on Bigfoot reports, sightings, and videos of this creature. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.